Hello! You've never heard of me because I've never made a YouTube video before. My name is Sydney. I've wanted to make a channel for the longest time, but like I'm finally 18, so that's really exciting. It's 2018, February, if it hasn't already started by the time that I've put this video up. February has finally started. January is like a trial month, you know, because like January, beginning of the year, like brand new, like January is a trial month. January is when you're like, is it 2018 yet, or have we not started that yet? Like, you know what I mean? Also, depending on what month it is, doesn't really matter. It's the beginning of the year and I still have my skull lights up from Halloween, so that's exciting. Stop! Yeah, I still have my skull lights up from Halloween, so that's really exciting, if you ask me. So yes, I have finally made this YouTube channel, and I really hope, I want to give a big shout out to the only 7 people who are watching this, who are the 7 people who I literally told to watch this video, because I was like, hey, I'm making a YouTube channel, subscribe. That's literally like how I'm gonna, like, I'm just telling my friends, like, that's honestly. So, you're one of my 7 friends, love you, thanks for watching this video. Mwah, give it a big shout out, shameless self-promo. But no. So today, I have decided I'm going to tell a story, because I don't want to start off with anything like, oh, pet peeves or anything, because I don't want to be like brand new on YouTube and everyone be like, who is she, like giving her opinions, like nobody cares. So I've decided that I'm going to tell a story time, and nobody is gonna believe me. Nobody's gonna believe me. That it's just like, so I don't have any proof for these occurrences, and the fact that I don't have any proof of them is entirely my fault. Like, I'm not saying that it's anybody else's fault. It's entirely my fault that I don't have proof, because I just haven't done, like, I haven't taken pictures, I haven't done anything to prove that this happened. So it's entirely my fault. But some people have probably already heard these stories, because I've told some of my friends about these stories, and they don't believe me. Like, of course they don't believe me, because it just sounds fake. It sounds very, very fake. But it's 100% true, I promise. So, when I was about 5 or 6, we moved into this new house. And we had always lived in this area, but we moved into a new house in this area. And when we first walked in this house, we knew that we were gonna live here, obviously. Like, we walked in and we enjoyed the vibes, and like we enjoyed the house a lot. However, I got the weirdest vibes. Like, downstairs, so now downstairs, our living room area is entirely gold. Like, the entire just downstairs is painted gold, but it used to be painted black. Like, black. Like black. Like, the walls were black, like FFFFF, like on Photoshop, black, 000 black, like completely black. And so it was obviously weird vibes, and obviously we changed that. We got the walls painted. Like, my room obviously is now blue, used to be painted red, like blood red. Like, it was just a weird vibe, you know? And so we painted all the rooms, and we got everything changed and like set up and everything. So now it's our house, obviously. But so, you know how when you're a kid you have imaginary friends? I had a couple imaginary friends in our old house, but they were imaginary friends that I made up. I remember making up, like, one of them, he was this big, he sat on my shoulder, and his name was Saturn, and I loved him. He was my best friend. He was the best imaginary friend anybody could ever ask for. I loved him. But when I came here, I got so many new imaginary friends, and I can't remember creating them, if that makes sense. Like I remember my imaginary friends, and like when you were little, you could see your imaginary friends. Like, you knew what your imaginary friends looked like. These friends, I didn't really see them. I didn't really recognize them. Like, it was more like I sensed them, if that makes sense. Like when you sense the presence of somebody, like when you're in your house and you're like, oh, like, my dad's home, like, and then your dad is home. That doesn't make any sense, but like, it's that kind of thing. Like, you can feel that something is around you. That's what it felt like. And so by the age of like 10, I didn't have any imaginary friends, because that's normal. Like, you're 10. And I didn't really, there wasn't anything really weird. Like, I didn't feel anything really weird about the house anymore. But when I turned 13, maybe, pretty sure I was 13, I got this note. And I wish that I still had it because it was the weirdest thing. I got this note and it wasn't from anybody in my family. Like, you know how you can see handwriting and be like, that's my mom's handwriting, that's my dad's handwriting, like, that's my sister's handwriting, that's my handwriting. Like, you know your family's handwriting. It was a conversation between me and this handwriting that I had never seen before. And that's weird. Like, that's a thing that, like, happens and you're like, explanation? None. Like, there's no explanation for this. And so I asked my mom, and I was like, what does what does my grandmother's handwriting look like? And she showed me a picture, and it was like, the handwriting was written on the back, and it looked very similar to my mom's. So I was like, that's not my grandma's handwriting, that's not my mom's handwriting, that's not anybody in my family's handwriting. It was just very odd. And so I didn't really know what to make of it. Like, I was like, okay, whatever. And I was reading through it, and it looked like I was upset. It looked like in the conversation that I was saying that I was upset because of my mom, or like somebody had made me angry, maybe my sister. But this ghost, well, I'm not gonna say ghost because honestly I can't tell, but like I'm pretty sure my house is haunted. But like this ghost was telling me to not act irrationally, if that makes sense. Like, he was like, I know that you're upset, like blah blah blah, like I understand all of these things, but don't be irrational, if that makes sense. I wanted to show my mom, and I remember thinking, maybe I even said it out loud, I was like, Mom, I need to show you something. And I think at the time she had been busy, so I couldn't show it to her. And so I put it in my bedside table, that one, right there, that black one right there. I opened the drawer, I put the note in, and I closed the drawer. Because when I need to remember something, or like remember where something is, I'll usually just put it there because like I don't know why, but I just always remember the things are there. So I put the note in there, and when I went back the next day to get it so I could show my mom, it wasn't there. This sounds so fake, but it's not, I promise. It's like 100% real. It wasn't there. That is the only one that I vividly remember. Like, I remember getting these notes. I remember them always being kind of weird. Sometimes they would be written in like my notebook, like, and then they would just be gone. Like, nothing is written in this notebook because I really do not use it this much. It is really written in this notebook because I really don't use it this much, so nothing's written in it. But the note was like written in a notebook, and like I would go back the next day and it will be gone. And like, honestly, you can't really tell me that I'm stupid for not taking a picture, because when something like this happens to you, you're not like, oh, let me like get a picture, like let me get a video. Like, that's just not what your first thought is. Your first thought is like, this is crazy, this is happening to me right now. And so, most recent one that I got was probably about a year ago. And it wasn't like I got these notes like every day, like once would disappear and then the next day something would come. No. That's not at all how it happened. It was like this note would come, it would disappear, and then it would be months before I got another one. And so the most recent one I got was probably about a year ago. And it was a note. And it was just after I had finished a very hard semester of school. I was very stressed out. I wasn't in a good place mentally. And I got this note from this person saying that they were proud of me. It was addressed Sydney. And it had all this stuff. It was like, I'm proud of you. Like, you've really made it through a lot recently. Like, I know it's been hard for you, but you're doing a great job, blah, blah, blah. And it was signed, I kid you not, it was signed, a good friend. A good friend. A good friend. That's all it said. A good friend. What does that mean? Like, I was just so beyond shook, like, to my core that happened. Like, because it was a hard time in my life. It wasn't like it had just happened. Like, it wasn't just out of the blue, like, I love you, I'm proud of you. No. It was after a very difficult time period for me to get through. It was after I was stressed out for a very long time. Like, I had been through some things, and I got this note saying a person was proud of me, and it was signed, a good friend. This one, I genuinely really wanted to take a picture of it. Like, I genuinely really wanted to remember that this happened. But, like, my phone was dead. It was something so ridiculous. Like, it was just genuinely impossible for me to get a picture or a video of this. And so, I put it in my bedside table. And then the next time I remembered that I had it, it was gone. It was gone. Like, that's something that just wouldn't happen on a regular basis because it just, they disappeared. Like, the notes just go. Like, they're just gone. And there's nothing that, there's no trace of them at all whatsoever because I don't take pictures. I don't remember to do that. Like, these things, they happen and then they're gone. And, like, to me, it's weird. It's a really, really weird thing that happens because, like, these notes from people that I don't know and, like, conversations between me and a person who isn't here, like, it's just not anybody's handwriting that I know, and then the note's just gone. And trust me, I've searched high, low, I've searched every corner of my room. My desk is a mess, but I've cleaned it off, I've searched it, nothing has been there. Like, my bedside table is a mess. I've looked underneath my sheets, I've looked underneath my bed, underneath my mattress, I've looked everywhere. I've looked underneath my dressers, I've looked everywhere. I've looked in my dressers, I've looked in drawers, I've looked everywhere. My closet, I've looked everywhere, and they're just gone. And there's no explanation. Other than the supernatural. No, I don't want to say that it's ghosts because that's like, I don't know, that's harder for people to believe when I'm like, oh, it's ghosts, because ghosts are usually depicted as like scary and like, I'm gonna try to kill ya, and like, ghosts are just usually depicted as bad, but these are like nice things. These are good things that are happening. It's not like they're always uplifting and supporting. They're not like beating down and like mean things. Like, they're, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's very weird. And it's been happening for not a super long time, but not a super long time, if that makes sense. So yeah. That was really exciting. Thanks to my 7 fans who literally all know me in person. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys. Subscribe, please. I would love you. I'll marry you. I won't, but like, I'll love you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Spread me. Tell people about me. Tell people to come watch me. Honestly, like, self-promo, like, do it. You won't, like, I'm kidding. Well, I had a really fun time making this video. I really hope that I can keep this channel up. I really hope that other people enjoy watching these videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It's been literally like 3 seconds and I just like remembered that this also happens. It's not like things move necessarily, but things that I have lost in the past and like cannot find, like I've searched for them, I can't find them, I've lost them. Things will like come back, if that makes sense. Like I'll be able to find things that I've lost, and like I'll be thinking about something and then I'll find it the next day after I've lost it for like years. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, guys, I wish that I was kidding you right now. I just finished editing this video, and literally I just finished editing it, and I was like, I haven't checked in a while. Like, they're usually, so I'll usually get, okay, also ignore this because it's disgusting, but I'll usually get the notes in here, and I just checked because I wanted to see, like, if it would be in there, like, if there would be anything in there, because I, like, just filmed this video, like, maybe something will be in there, and I, literally, the note that I talked about at the end of the video was in there, like, okay, well, also, I thought it was signed a good friend, but it was signed an old friend, and, like, it's not even, so it says Sydney, right? It says Sydney. I don't know whose handwriting this is. Okay, the camera stopped working. But this is it's so crazy that I was literally talking about this, and then I was like, I wonder if I still have it, because I usually don't, like, I'll usually lose it, and quite honestly, I might have even lost this one, and then it came back. Like, I literally opened the drawer, and it was literally, I'm not even kidding, sitting right here. Like, it was just right on top. It was literally, hold on, so, like, it was, and sitting like this, right there, just like that, or more like, it was more like this, but it was sitting like that, I don't know, it's really weird that I literally just finished editing this video, and then I was thinking if I had it, and I do, like, I don't know, that's just really, really weird to me. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video, bye.